I'm very happy that Indian Institute of Finance organized a very important seminar on Kashmir, The Journey Resumes, in which Ambassador Deepak Vohra and Ms. Priyanka and Professor J.D. Agarwal gave their ideas as to how Kashmir can actually become an extremely prosperous part of the country and can actually resume its journey after Article 370 and 35A has been removed. Well, Ambassador Deepak Vohra gave us an extremely enlightened session in terms of telling us what were the real reasons which were the particular reasons for the Kashmir accessing itself to India, as to what were the real political reasons as to why the Maharaja decided to become a part of India and not Pakistan, even when Jinnah strongly desired and the British also strongly desired that Kashmir goes to Pakistan. He explained clearly as to how at the time of independence there were princely states and there were the British Empire states that were there, and at the time of independence how the princely states decided, how 550 princely states decided to come together with India and only 2 princely states decided to go to Pakistan, and how Jinnah's dream of making his Medina was not really successful. However, given the strategic location of Kashmir itself, the Britishers did not want Kashmir to go to India. However, the kind of atrocities which were committed by some of the troops, the Pathanis, or some of the people who went in civil dresses into Kashmir and caused massacre and rapes in Kashmir had caused the Maharaja to really come towards India and make Kashmir a part of India. There were many pictorial depictions which he actually showed how the British Empire really enjoyed in India and did not really want to leave India. However, we did get our independence and we were a united country in 1947. And under what particular pressures did Jawaharlal Nehru also actually had to approach UN when he felt that the international community should know what is going in Kashmir and why our stakes and our internal rights should be protected. After getting a good understanding of what Kashmir really belongs to and how the Article 370 and 35A has not only been protecting the terrorists and has not been enabling India to make Kashmir an integral part of it and make it more prosperous, the going of these particular 2 articles have been recognized as one of the main strong forces of curbing terrorism in that particular part of the country and making it more prosperous, where people can buy properties and can set up industries, make the youth people more educated, give them health services and other activities. We did have Ms. Priyanka Dio, who's a journalist, also explain to us as to what was the condition of Kashmir after 370 and 35A was removed, where she said that while she visited it, she did see silent streets, she saw a lot of army that is there, and she didn't have a cellular network which was there, and she did find it a little difficult, a little uneasy as a situation to reach out to people. But she did feel that, and she was very confident that the very fact that the Indian government has handled the situation so well, extraordinary care has been taken, things would be extremely good while tourists have been allowed in Kashmir today, and situation is day by day improving for people in Kashmir. She also welcomed people from India to visit Kashmir to make them more an integral part of the country. She did highlight a very important aspect where she said that a lot of people still feel they're Kashmiris and they're autonomous, and after this 370 and 35A has been removed, that autonomy somewhere or the other goes out. However, but she still feels that it is probably over a certain period of time that people would realize that being an integral part of this country will make them prosper. We did have our chairman, Professor J.D. Agarwal, also give his views upon these particular aspects. Ms. Priyanka did also mention that there were Kashmiri Pandits who were massacred and they saw extremely brutal acts being done to them, and they were removed from the particular parts of Kashmir and they had to run away for their lives. which Professor J.D. Agarwal also mentioned that there were several massacres that happened against Hindus, and the entire idea of partition, which was accepted by Nehru and Gandhi, was primarily because 1,000 of Hindus were massacred at different places, and they felt if people want a separate Pakistan, they give them a particular separate Pakistan itself. He also said that the state is beautiful for its costliest items like saffron, as well as for tourism, and it must be recognized for it, and opportunities should be given to it. And the economic prosperity which needs to be brought into Kashmir can be introduced by the government by its strong will force which is there. Overall, the session did give an indication that there is a lot of positive mindset that is there. As I strongly believe as a young Indian, where I studied the maps of India, that Kashmir is the Taj of India, and every Indian's heart beats for Kashmir. Every youngster who believes that it is a part of India is willing to fight for it, give its best, whether it is his heart, life, or his own blood for it. So, or any kind of a money or aid which is needed to build up or rebuild Kashmir and make it an integral and a strong part of our country. Thank you so much.